It's the NFL on EA Sports, and it's a battle for bragging rights between Ohio's two teams. It's the Bengals and the Browns, next on Madden NFL 25.
Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, at this stage in the process, Mike.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down. Now Brown. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. On the ground, it's Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. This is caught at the 2. And he will score. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, young man from the University of Colorado.
This is the moment, Mike. He's been working towards this day ever since hearing his name called on draft night, and he's put the work in over the last few months. This franchise clearly feels that he's ready to go. But what did he say to us the other day, Mike? He said, I kind of have to admit, it's going to be surreal walking out on that field to take my first snap as a starting NFL quarterback. I think once he settles in and gets rid of any early nerves, he's confident that he'll show everybody that he belongs.
They'll look to throw. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's 4. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A throw on the move is caught. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns getting their punting team out there. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. 2nd down and 8. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense.
Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now, Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Gesicki, the man in motion. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Play action now. It's Burrow. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengals 1st down.
Throwing is Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. Here's 2nd and 2. Now, Burrow. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. That is intercepted. That's the safety, Greg Delpit. And the Browns will take over at their own 14-yard line.
And in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
The Browns offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Encroachment, defense.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give to Ford on the zone read. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. On the quick slant, that's Judy.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Cleveland.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Back to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Bengals on top. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. There's a short throw caught by Njoku.
Well, give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At the Bengals' 13-yard line.
Again, it's Ford. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Cleveland.
But think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Charlie Jones now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And now it's 4th down. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll open this drive on the ground with 4. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to 4. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Logan Wilson on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And the Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the handoff, 4. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Taken down.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. 3rd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he is on to punt for Cleveland. The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Burrow to throw. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. He'll air one out for Higgins. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Now Tony to return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Browns offense. And their running back set to go once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it, and it's 4. He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll work now on second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 46-yard line.
They bring Judy in motion. He'll get about 2. B.J. Hill shuts it down there.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Open man is Davis. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, here's 4. And he'll get about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
The motion man is Johnson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
A gain of 6. That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Quick throw taken in by Judy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4.
At the 21-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 4.
And that is incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. Passing right side, and Chase has him. Here's second and 6. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on second down. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
To number 5, T. Higgins.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's a Cincinnati first down. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a second and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Burrow. That is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. 4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and 5. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. On comes the punter now, as he'll come on to punt this one away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it is the Jets who have the lead late in the 2nd quarter. Josh Reynolds, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And at the half, they are down to the visiting Dolphins in that one. Devon Achane, a force in that first half with 2 touchdown runs. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Bucs. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. This taken in at the 8-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. A low-scoring game, all tied. 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's a run going left. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's third down and a few inches.
Now third and less than a yard.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Browns first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Offside. Defense.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And they have the first down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now they'll set up 1st and 10. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. A pickup there of 13. First down, Cleveland.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by 4. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. At the
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Now, Burrow. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Burrow now to throw on first down. Taken in by Gesicki. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Down to the line now on 2nd and 2. Burrow now. To the outside, it's looked in by Chase. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down. A carry here for Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. Backs to his big tight end, Gesicki. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now a second down throw for Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, You don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's 3rd and 7.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
intended for Jerome Ford. Incomplete. Corey
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. Trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. He'll run here with Brown. And he's going to have a 1st down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line. They bring Chase in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second down, Burrow. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Bengals.
To throw is Burrow. Now he takes off. And they'll take this down inside with 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Brown. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to be 4th down. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bengals cut the deficit down to 1. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They give it, and it's 4. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. They'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Browns 1st down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to run it. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. The tight end going in motion to the left. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get that one complete. It's Drew Sample, the tight end. 1st catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. They bring Chase in motion. On 1st down, Burrow. He'll get this out wide. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now, Burrow. In trouble, and down he goes. They need one right now. 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. A gain of 17 yards. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down. Throwing is Burrow. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he's in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
To throw is Burrow. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Tackle back at the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd and 15.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. It is a gain of 16. They get the 3rd down conversion by about a yard. They bring Judy in motion. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Now faking the give. Open man is Davis. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over just shy of midfield.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They bring Chase in motion. A quick throw out wide, caught left side. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. The Bengals out and ready to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Geno Stone on the coverage.
Back to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Burrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
On the toss, they'll run, and that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. 3rd and long. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Bengals ready to punt this one away, as he's standing right around his own goal line. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. So now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the left side, he's got Njoku. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Ford. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
The Bengals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Now a run on 1st down. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here's Brown. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. He gets free. A gain there of 11. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So, this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.